welcome to the next episode of Junk Food on the Road. Today we are in and talking about
Hong Kong.
Yes,
it's not often that we actually get to record while we're there because
we're bad at this.
Well, we're bad at it, and also like we kind of came up with the idea and kind of decided to play catch up. So some of the episodes we talked about were actually, it's been a while since we've actually been there. So, but this is legit. This is real. We are sitting in Hong Kong right now during an actual typhoon. There's a typhoon going on outside, so we haven't been able to go outside too much because it's raining so much. So we thought, let's record an episode of Junk Food on the Road.
Since we're sort of leaving Hong Kong tomorrow anyway.
Yeah. We're going to Hong Kong Disneyland.
Yeah, which is
like Hong Kong, but probably weird.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to that. Maybe we might do another episode on Hong Kong Disneyland alone.
We'll see what's there.
We'll see what goes on. But I think Hong Kong, this sort of city region, deserves its own episode for sure. Like, you don't want to tag Disney onto that. So
can I talk about the thing that I didn't get to try that I really wanted to?
I didn't know that. Okay, yes.
Hong Kong toast with peanut butter and condensed milk. Like, what is that? It sounds amazing.
We've passed. This came about. We passed a food truck down by the water, and it sold this Hong Kong toast, which is toast. Just so you know, is generally really thick bread. I think it's toasted most of the time. I don't know if it's.
I think so.
Because I saw French bread toast.
I don't know.
So yeah, whatever.
But peanut butter and condensed milk. I can't see how that could go wrong.
Just condensed milk is generally. I mean, a lot of people are thinking evaporated milk. Not the same. Condensed milk is generally a little bit more spreadable.
Thicker. Yeah.
Allison referred to it as being like Nutella. I would disagree.
It's not
I would say
that.
It's quite a bit runnier than Nutella.
It's not that much runnier than Nutella. I make caramel out of it.
It's a sweet milk, and it's a sweet boiled down milk. Yeah. Generally sugar added, and then I guess it's kind of spreadable. It's more sort of pourable.
You can get it in a tube here.
Yeah, I guess so. You can get it in tubes in other places. Europe sells condensed milk in a tube. Yeah, I think IKEA for a while sold condensed milk in a tube.
Yeah, that seems weird to me, but heck, if you're gonna squirt it out on toast, I'm game.
Sounds kind of interesting.
Didn't try it.
We
I was going to today, but then we got sort of housebound by the typhoon.
Yeah. So
it's so rare that I eat anything sugary. It's a kind of nice one.
Yeah. So I would say the other junk food we can talk about. We've been to McDonald's a few times.
Every day.
The reason why we've been to McDonald's, we generally do like one sort of local meal and then McDonald's because it's quick, it's easy, and to be honest, McDonald's has like weird stuff here.
Yeah.
So
like, at home you can get your set with like fries or hash browns or salad. Here it's like fries or a cup of corn.
And you've gone for the corn every single time.
Every single time.
I go for the fries.
Because I'm allergic to sugars.
Yeah.
So.
The other thing that they have here, the desserts here are kind of good. Like, one of the things we do whenever we travel, we might have talked about this in the past, and we will talk about this in the future, I'm sure, is pies. We love to try the different pies in places. And
the McDonald's
pies.
Yeah.
And here they have a banana pie.
With chunks of real banana.
Yeah, it's not just like a cream or a mush. It's like
in Canada right now they have the chocolate banana pie, but it's like a fake banana.
It's like a banana paste.
Yeah, and it's fake banana flavor.
Yeah, this is like real bananas, which is actually really good. And the great thing is they've sort of taken this to the next level, and you can get a banana pie a la mode with so basically you get your sundae, your classic McDonald's sundae, but you put a banana pie inside it.
Hot banana pie.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Like, it was fantastic. Like, I would say one of the best McDonald's desserts I've ever had.
Yeah, and you still get to choose your chocolate or your strawberry. They do not have butterscotch sauce here.
Which is acceptable.
Chocolate or strawberry.
Maybe they're just not that into butterscotch.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. So the other thing, I had this thing called a silly burger, egg something silly burger.
That was disgusting.
It was really gross, and it was like a double cheeseburger with an egg on it and some kind of black pepper sauce and full of onions. It was just gross. Strange.
I had a sausage McMuffin with egg, but I couldn't get a hash brown with it. And that just made me feel incomplete.
That's understandable.
I could get a cup of corn.
Yeah. A cup of corn with your sausage McMuffin. What a weird world we live in. What else? I mean, if you're to sort of talk about, I mean, there's a lot of things. Dim sum is hugely popular.
Again, we were going to go to dim sum today.
Allison's not. I mean, she's allergic to fish, so dim sum is really dangerous for us to go for.
Yeah.
So it's. I mean, I've had dim sum, and it all looked fairly okay. And I had some dim sum.
You never know.
I actually had some in the Vancouver airport on our way here.
So that's right, you did.
I did. So I got my dim sum fix. And then we got a meat thing at a sort of fast foody place.
Yeah, it was called MX.
And
it was super yummy.
It was pretty good. It was just like you got the Peking duck.
I got Peking duck and barbecued pork.
The barbecued pork was amazing.
Oh my god, it was so good.
That was so good.
And you got that curry thing.
Which was meh.
Yeah, it was kind of meh.
Yeah. Well, we actually both sort of got both and shared.
Yeah, although I ended up eating most of the duck.
Yeah.
Because you don't like duck.
Not a huge duck fan. It was probably the best duck I've ever had. Having said that, I don't really like duck.
Yeah.
So it was edible to me. I didn't spit it out or anything. So
the one thing that was different between the duck here at the fast food duck place and the duck at the Chinese restaurants in Toronto that I've had is in Toronto the skin is just so much crispier.
Yeah, it was kind of rubbery.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to eat a bit of it and I was like, nah, not gonna happen.
Yeah. So, but the pork was not a disappointment whatsoever.
Yeah. So there's a lot of sort of fast food places like that, both the sort of in the traditional sense where you see like sort of a dirty little shack restaurant type thing, as well as sort of you'll see like places that almost are like a McDonald's but serve this sort of food.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. I've had a problem here with teas. There's something about letting your tea steep here, and it isn't just sort of where we're staying, but there's a few other places I've had it. They let their tea steep for like hours.
Yeah, it gets very bitter.
So it's just super bitter, and then they add like a ton of sugar if you get the sweetened to try and balance it out, and it's not good.
Yeah.
It's funny because you think this being now part of China, you think, ooh, fancy good tea, and it's like from a North American standpoint, you're going to be way overdone.
China's the birthplace of tea. You'd think that they would be really good at it.
I'm just wondering if maybe it's sort of,
a Britishism?
A Britishism that, tea, of course, is consumed here, but the Brits, maybe when tea was brought over, was like, this is too strong. Much like cocoa. Cocoa has the same sort of history. Because Mayans used to drink the cocoa straight, and then when they went over to Europe, they were like, we don't like this, and they started adding milk and everything, which is sort of the birth of milk chocolate.
Yeah.
So I think that maybe tea was the same thing, where the Asian sort of culture, Chinese culture, when the Brits came here, probably were like, ooh, this tea is good, but it's way too strong. And then
the Brits thought that?
Yeah, the Brits thought it was too strong, and then they weakened it up by only steeping it for like 5 minutes instead of 3 hours.
And so but I mean, I've lived in Asia before and have never had an overly steeped tea problem.
Well, maybe not, but there's strong teas. I mean, Japan has matcha, which is super strong and yucky.
Yeah, but that's just the tea itself is disgusting.
But there's this taste for that.
Yes.
Matcha is a huge flavor.
Well, I have to go by my British granny, who would never take the tea bags out of her pot, and then she would reheat it in the morning and have it with breakfast.
That's just because she was cheap.
No, my British granny, not my Scottish one.
Okay. But what else? What others? I'm trying to think. Anything else?
I can't even remember what we ate our first day here.
We slept mostly.
Well, I mean our first full day here.
First full day here.
Because this is our fourth full day here.
It's our fourth full day. We've definitely done a lot. We've
eaten a lot of stuff, but I cannot remember it for the life of me.
One of the things I would definitely say about Hong Kong is that there's a bit of an identity crisis in the food. Like, there's definitely Chinese influence.
There's a lot of Japanese snacks.
And a lot of Japanese too. Like we had the soba noodles in that one place. A lot of mall food has like a lot.
Oh yeah, I had tonkotsu ramen.
And they like karaage in a few places. Like we've seen all kinds of Japanese restaurants here. There's a lot of Japanese restaurants here. There's a lot of sort of American style and European style restaurants here.
With the corn. What's it with the corn?
This is something, I actually posted something just recently on...
Including McDonald's cup of corn.
Yeah, like there's this idea that whenever you get Western food, for some reason corn comes with it.
Yeah.
Like, and that happened in Japan too when we visited there.
Corn on pizza.
Yeah, like there's always just corn. I'm just wondering, like, if there's any Asian people listening to this, why do you think we love corn that much? Like, we do eat corn.
Why does corn come with every Western style meal?
Yeah, like I would say if you had to put like mashed potatoes with everything, I'd be like, I can see where that would come from.
Yeah, maybe.
But corn?
Mashed potatoes for sure.
Corn is just a mystery to me.
It's funny because last summer I ate 1 cob of corn, And this summer, before we left Canada, I maybe ate 3 cobs of corn. And then I come to Hong Kong, and now I'm eating corn every day.
Yeah.
Every day. And it's like in Canada, I never eat corn except when it's corn cob season. And even then, like if I'm going to be in Canada for a while, I'll skip it because corn's not.
Like we have a breakfast here, and it's sort of supposed to be like a Western style, sort of English type breakfast. It comes with beans, eggs, sausages, a little tomato, croissant, and corn.
Yeah.
I don't know any breakfast.
And the beans are freezing cold.
Well,
they're like refrigerated.
We're going to blame cultural misunderstandings for that, but
well, then I guess maybe that's where the corn comes from too.
But it's a cross border. Like the fact that the beans weren't warm is sort of like, okay, well, they just don't know how to do it at this particular place. Maybe another place knows how to heat them up. But corn is everywhere.
Yeah, and those croissants are terrible.
Well, we're not staying at exactly the most expensive place.
Well, no, I didn't even realize it was supposed to be a croissant the first day.
It's just a round sort of.
I just thought it was like a really weird bun.
So buns are actually a big thing here.
Yeah, we had that really good chocolate chip bun.
That was really good. Like they in both in like the 7-Elevens, which like Japan are all over the place and are amazing. Also, I get my CC lemon, which is like my favorite drink in the world.
Chris loves his CC lemon.
Loves CC lemon. So yeah, that's another thing. Convenience stores everywhere, all kinds of snacks in them. A lot of Japanese stuff in there though, and the same with the buns. A lot of the buns are sort of Japanese, which is sort of taken from Europe.
Chris ate a fish sausage with cheese inside it for an episode of Chris, Why Would You Eat That?
Which might air sometime around the time this comes out, either before or after. So
you gotta watch that one.
That's pretty good. It was gross.
It is. Oh, I lost my mind.
It was great. Yucky. I still choke a little thinking about it.
I don't usually participate in the Chris, Why Would You Eat That? But we have no tripod here, so I was the tripod.
I don't know. You've been in a few.
A couple.
Let's not get into that. That's nothing to do with Hong Kong. So, anything else to do with Hong Kong you can think of?
Well, don't get frozen dinners. Because, again, we're typhoon bound here today. So we went out, like, for a block away to the grocery store and picked up frozen dinners for dinner that we microwaved here. And, oh, wow. I can't remember eating worse food than that, you know, wasn't basically supposed to be.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that's part of the culture, because if you notice, lots of street foods, lots of places where you can sort of pick up single serving, like everywhere. Like I could look out the window right now and probably see a place where I could get like.
Not in the typhoon.
Well, the problem is the typhoon, so you want to sort of stay indoors. But I think if you notice, when the rain died down a little bit when we were out, like places fill up. So I think people just rush out, grab their food, and go back home. And since there is a lot of times, like literally probably downstairs from your place, there's a place where you can get food.
Yeah.
So I think that maybe the frozen food market isn't.
I like the little soup stands.
Yeah.
I know we didn't try them because I'm scared of fish, but.
She's not scared of fish. She's allergic to fish.
I'm allergic to fish, and I'm like, this is Asia. They use fish as a spice here.
Yeah.
So I have to be very, very. I'm allergic to a lot of things, but fish actually makes me physically sick for like 48 hours.
Yeah.
So I just don't.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like terrified of anything that might have possible fish in it. And so I never stopped at any of the soup stands.
But yeah, so I think that maybe the culture though is to go to these stands, and generally like the idea of buying a frozen thing is pretty not.
Yeah, the selection wasn't huge.
I did ramen noodles. Like if you go to the grocery store, there's aisles of just these like the cup of noodles type things. So I think that I think that's probably a more popular sort of quick fix.
Yeah. Than
the sort of frozen dinners, which is what we went for and regretted.
Oh yeah.
Mine wasn't like so awful, but it was definitely not good.
And I got oat pumpkin cookies.
Yeah, that might be British.
I don't know. I could look at the package.
Yeah, there's a lot of British stuff here too. Obviously left over from when it was a lot less than I expected, but
it's been 20 years though.
Yeah, but I'm surprised. Surprised traditions just stick on.
Yeah, but there is all of the grocery stores are most of the grocery stores here are affiliated with a British grocery store.
Yeah, a lot of dairy, milk, and Cadbury stuff.
Well, and Sainsbury's stuff.
Yeah, we went to Marks and Spence. We went to
M&S Food, which is always awesome.
Yeah, we had that because we always like to have their sandwiches, which is a great.
And Chris's favorite Marks and Spencer sandwich is chicken with corn.
Maybe that's where the stereotype comes.
Maybe you created it.
Nice. So, trying to think if there's anything else that we had in Hong Kong. I mean, good food.
I just have that one regret about the peanut butter and condensed milk toast. I really wanted to try that.
Yeah. We could maybe run there tomorrow. No, the trucks are only open at night.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. Well, we can try it. Maybe if we get some condensed milk and peanut butter, we'll give it a try.
Well, probably, yeah, I can try making it myself.
Yeah. We'll see how that goes. If anybody has a recipe for it, or tricks on how to do this.
They're probably, if anybody's actually listening, they're probably saying, toast a piece of bread, spread some peanut butter on, throw on some condensed milk. I think you're pretty much done.
Maybe. But maybe, you put it on a lot or what.
I suppose you could make it to taste.
I guess so. So, I think that's it for this episode.
I think so.
I think we've covered Hong Kong pretty well.
We haven't been very adventurous with the food here, I guess.
I've had a few things.
I'm just afraid of the fish.
Yeah, we've had a few things though.
Yeah.
It went well, and we saw a lot.
It's pretty yummy here, actually.
It's pretty good, yeah. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's a nice place to eat. So, well, thanks for listening to another episode of Junk Food on the Road featuring Allison and Chris. As always, you can follow us on Twitter @CandyCritic or go to www.candycritic.org. Find links to all of our other social media. You can also follow old episodes of this and episodes of our show, Chris, Why Would You Eat That?, which we discussed earlier with eating a weird fish thing. You can find that at candycritic.org/junkfood, JUNKFUD. And just enjoy all the other stuff we have out. And we're gonna have another episode. Maybe we'll talk about Disney. I don't know.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. If not, we've got another location on this particular round, which is going to be sort of a interesting episode, I think.
Yes.
Yes, it'll be interesting. But so
there might be a few episodes in that location.
Yes, there might.
Depending on how it goes.
Yes, if that doesn't leave you either with mystery or you figuring it out, I don't know. But thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Golden white, toffee airplanes taking flight, licorice branches shade your eyes, not just blue but rainbow skies, snowflakes fall like powdered sugar, Swedish fish swim in the river, la 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 la. Candy bars, skyscrapers tower above. Pink and yellow peeps fly like doves. Gummy bears just walk the streets. You never know who they might greet. Marshmallow taxis drive on ground. Bubblegum balloons just float around. La 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 la. Clouds made of sugar daddies rain caramel drops. This candy city will never ever stop, except when you become awaiting your lovely lunch break. You're just an average human being, not doing anything to benefit humanity. La 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 la.